Well, hey everyone, this is Colin from Vineyard. Just want to say hello to you and kind of drop some notes about what's going on. I know there's a lot happening in the world, but I just want to talk a little bit about what it looks like to reopen this Sunday, June 7th, going forward with in-person physical gatherings. Now, the reality is there's a big, long list of rules that we need you to follow because safety is a requirement. It's not a goal. It's not something we're trying to get to. It's something that's necessary for all of this to work. And I'll also say that this process is not a light switch. It's not like everything comes on at once and we get all programs, we can just hang out together and it's good. It's more like a dial. It's going to get turned up over time. And we've developed these guidelines with our local health officials. We've obviously put in a lot of prayer and effort to make sure that this works. And so it's fairly normal things that I think we can get to real quick, like you got to wear a mask the whole time. I know it's not fun, but it's a requirement. We'll have shorter services, about 45 to 50 minutes. Doors will open at 9:45. We ask that you come in, spread out. There's no food or drink, and we're not offering childcare for anyone over the age of 5. So if you want to put your husband into childcare, sorry, we don't have that option. But kids 5 and under, we do have you covered, but please RSVP, whether you're planning on using the cry room to be a part of the service or you'd like people to take care of their kids. We just need to know so that we can safely plan for that, but we've got you covered, okay? But beyond that, I don't want people just to hear the rule set and not hear the heart. Because when we get back together, we got to think, what are things that we can do now together as a church that we can't do just through screens and chatting? Now, obviously, I think most of us have experienced the fatigue of talking to a screen, or that it just doesn't work on a long term, but so much of the church's activity and the joy of being a part of it, there's so much you can do with God even outside of the building, and that's great. That is good news. Otherwise, people in the early church would have been in a lot of trouble. But for us, my big thought is this, and this is something my wife came up with a long time ago. She said, you can watch a good sermon anywhere. Just click a button and it's there. Same with worship. There's a lot of great worship leaders, a lot of really good, well-produced stuff. But the thing that you cannot get online is community, not fully. And so for that reason, we're going to come back together and just enjoy one another and worship God. Obviously, physically distanced, obviously safely, and again, things will be adjusting over time. But nonetheless, we want to get back together and do that. And starting this Sunday, we're doing a brand new series all about doing church in the new normal. Because throughout the Bible, there's a bunch of people who had life radically change on them. They had freedom when they didn't have it before. Or they had oppression that they had to push through, persecution they had to go through, stuff that's pretty relevant to our culture right now. They had people who would just have to deal with something that they felt like wasn't changing at all, and yet all of them got to see the goodness through it all. So we're going to chat about that. And look, if you feel like you can't come, if you're sick, stay home. If your family's sick, stay home. If you're immunocompromised, please stay home. We're going to have online service still. There's no judgments either way. If you want to come and you're healthy, great, we'd love to have you. We're going to make sure people are healthy when they come in, and again, distanced, because we got to be careful with this stuff. But if you want to come, we'd love to have you. If you want to stay home, we understand. There's no judgments either way. In fact, if you're going to stay home, you're the people who I say, please send us an email. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know how we can pray for you. Let us know if you want a curbside check-in. Let us know if you want a phone call. Let us know if you want an email. There's a lot happening in the world. There's a lot happening in your world. And we'd love to chat with you about what's going on. So either way, we'd love to connect with you guys, but that's the heart in getting back together. Please read the guidelines. Please abide by them. You'll find them at littletonvineyard.org. It'll be on the homepage. We'll also have it in the blog section. So again, littletonvineyard.org/blog. You'll find it there as well. But God bless you again. Enjoy the heart of this, but also the safety that is required to do it, okay? God bless you. I look forward to catching up with you soon.